What is good, YouTube? Zukium1 here, and I am back with a brand new League of Legends replay video. Today we're going to be looking at a match that I just had recently. I was playing with a bot lane duo partner of mine named Mr. JK. So he was playing Janna, and I was going as the faithful Lucian, the 1v5 pentakilling machine that is Lucian. You know what I mean? The mid lane dominating champion of League of Legends right now. You know what I mean? Like, I honestly, I feel like Lucian is just such a diverse champion that you can pretty much do whatever the fuck you want with that champion. Like, if we're being like 100% legit. The only thing that he can't do right now, apparently, in the eyes of like higher elo, is that he can't be played bot lane apparently. So, in case you guys are wondering, the top lane was fighting each other and they were trying to kill each other with first blood. We thought that the Clay was going to die because he took Ignite and TP over TP and Flash. So we don't know exactly what he was going for with that, but yeah. And as you can see, the Darius left because he didn't want to risk the chance of him getting killed, so and putting him behind. So he left, and I think the Clay walks back to lane. Yeah, because if he uses that TP, he's out of. I mean, he already used his. Oh no, he didn't use his Ignite. So he's in a really good position in terms of the top line. But I think he gets boned actually. I think he actually gets boned. So this is gonna be me going against Xayah in the bot lane. I don't think you guys have ever seen me play against her from any of my replays. Normally it's always a misfortune, because apparently in lower elos people love to pick misfortune. So yeah, that's a pretty common pick. So they had a support. And this is an interesting match for you guys too. I had accidentally took my AP masteries and AP runes. So I have AP Lucian, but I'm going, of course, build him AD. But yeah, it was a hot mess. But this is a really interesting game for you guys. So I have AP runes and masteries, and I have Thunderlords as my keystone. But the moment I had hit level 2, I made sure we had started to dive them. But my support just hit level 2 afterwards, so he wasn't able to do too much afterwards. But I get a couple good trades right there. The Janna is pretty decent with the shield. I tried to pick up the Xayah there, but I wasn't able to get back up there because my cooldowns were up at the moment and I wasn't able to do anything. Now, I saw my jungler coming from the river and I was coming to attempt to help with the assist, but they were too far under turret, and I don't have anything to try to pick off somebody under turret. I don't have that type of range. Lucian has like about a 500 to 550 range, so yeah, he's not reaching anything unless he's like super close. Like there was I was just looking at the I'm a Cutie Pie video earlier. He had a Master Lucian who had to fucking face dive to fucking to try to get a kill on the Tristan, and still lost because he had no vision. And of course she got the range to kill him from the breath without him getting any type of rebuttal, basically. So our Lux picks up the first kill on the Akali after getting the gank from Shin, so that was a pretty good lead for her. The Xayah tries to pick up some blood there because I'm kind of low. I'm overstaying. I was trying to rush and get my BF blade because you pretty much guarantee the BF blade after 35 minions. I'm at like 23 to Xayah's 8 CS. So luckily the AD wasn't really all that great because I had about starting 70 AD, and I had like about 34 or higher AP. So my AP is pretty high actually. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, okay, so yeah, there it is in the corner. It's 31 ability power. So And as you guys can see, we're into a really big good fight right there. I was able to sneak up on the Zaya right there. So let's try to replay that real quick, like about 15 seconds. So I zoom in on her because she didn't have anything. Her mana was gone and everything. And I told my support that I was going to dive her. So he put the barrier on me, protected me, and made sure I was able to just get right up in there and be able to kill her right away. Actually, I get an S on this game, which helped me get my level 7 on my Smurf account, which is really fucking cool. I get stunned right here under the thing. I was a little disappointed about that. I ended up leaving because I didn't want to get ganked by the jungle Vayne. Yeah, they had a jungle Vayne. So I wasn't really worried about their jungler. They didn't have any jungle pressure, and they didn't have any type of lane pressure because Zaya, in my opinion, wasn't that great. So we had two things over them this game, which is pretty fucking cool in my opinion, you know. Ooh, he messed that up. Yeah, he definitely messed that up. So we're just looking around the other lanes real quick before I get back to lane. So he's about to get ganked by the Vayne, and honestly, I think they're about to kill him right here. So the Clay goes down to the gank. He was too far in, and the Vayne, that was an easy kill for the Vayne. So right here, I was able to put a lot of pressure on Soraka, and my support was telling me that it would probably be better for me to focus the Soraka than the Zaya all the time, because the Soraka will more than likely be able to heal the Zaya back to full health, whereas for me, constantly getting into fights, I won't be able to have as much health back, because all Janet can do is just heal me. So right here, I did some really good damage on her. I tried to kill her, but I wasn't able to. So right now I have about 42 CS, which is 30 more CS than her. I have a BF blade, and you know, I got some really good lane pressure right now, as you guys can see. I'm keeping her from being able to gain experience. I'm a level ahead of her. You know, I'm doing a really good of zoning her out. I missed that CS right there. I was really fucking sad about that. I think I missed another CS. Oh man. Oh, and I missed the cannon. Oh my god. That CS was such shit, dude. Like, to be perfect, if I'm being completely honest with myself, that was such shit. Like, I know I'm out CSing the Zaya, but that's not really a good comparison point, because that was such shit. But I think I was so preoccupied on trying to outzone them that I wasn't. I mean, my CS, you saw I'm kind of CSing like shit. I got 5 CS out of 2 waves. That's like really bad. So if you can see in the river, the Shin and the Vayne is fighting. My support wanted to go up there to go help them out, but I saw that the mid lane was collapsing on them. Plus I wanted to make sure that I keep my lead, but I was kind of, I think if I would have went to help out the Shin, to help him, I get blocked by the main wave, so I wasn't able to pick up the kill on the Zaya. The turret made me auto attack it, and yeah, she got away from me. I get to keep the gold and everything else from like the minions and things like that, but I really wanted to try to help establish my lane dominance some more. Again, my CSing is not that great right now. I don't have AD runes on, so I'm not gonna be able to last hit as well as I want to. At this point, I'm just like the Soraka's not gonna be able to kill me. I knew that the Vayne was en route to come to us, so I just end up leaving so I can make sure that I don't get ganked and killed. Even though I'm not really scared of the Vayne, it's just I wouldn't want her to pick up an easy kill off of me because of the fact that, you know, I was so low or something like that. And auto attack can get anybody fed, right? So Right now I have a kill and about 60 CS at 10 minutes. So, you know, I'm not doing the absolute best, but I'm not doing the worst either, if that makes sense. So as you guys can see around the map, so it's a lot of different action going on. The Lux and the Kali is a dead even right now. You guys are really gonna see why I absolutely hated Kali. Honestly, I feel like she's such a dumb champion. Like, I feel like she's such a brain dead champ, and she doesn't really think about anything before she does it. So I was following off of what my support had recommended and focused the Soraka here. So I pick up the kill on her without too much difficulty. I wanted to focus, we able to pick up the kill on Xayah as well. So my support flash, and then from the flash was able to knock the Xayah away from the turret. My Shin flames me right there. He's like, oh, if you would have helped me sooner, I wouldn't have died. But honestly, I didn't think he was going to continue to fight. I thought he was going to walk away from it. So, yeah. I shoved the wave some more because I wanted to try to hurry up and get the wave pushed in. Make sure that I can deny as much experience as possible from the Xayah. On top of that, I also wanted to push in the turret some more to try to rush and get the first turret gold. So, there was a couple things that I was trying to achieve here. Because as you can see, top lane is being pressured really, really hard. And I was trying to make sure that I was the first one to get first turret gold. And if I was to leave right now, I wouldn't be able to get it. So right now, they were able to kill the Darius. So I think I push in one more wave and then I go and try to, I think I get this turret. I'm not exactly sure, I don't remember exactly. But I know I was warding to make sure I don't get ganked. I was really scared of the Akali. Like, in terms of anything to be scared of, I was really scared of the Akali, mainly due to the fact that, well, again, like I said before, Akali is such a face roll champion. Regardless of how well you do as a person, like, I'm going to be really fat this game. And she still face rolls me every single time. And it just amazes me. But now, as you guys can see, the Xayah is 2 levels behind me. I'm a whole, I have not even close to the same amount of CS right now. And I try to pick up the first turret gold. I get ganked right here. I tried to kill the Vayne because I felt like she was the bigger threat here. But she red smited me and I didn't know. So the minions plus the red smite and her auto attack was more than enough to kill me right there. Now, fortunately, the Lux is able to come in and pick up the kills. And really, ooh, dirty. Oh, she didn't get the Vayne, unfortunately. So they get away. And yeah, that was about an even trade for them. So the Vayne is doing pretty alright. She's 3-2. And Darius picks up the first turret gold, unfortunately. So I didn't get that gold. But hey, you know, you can't always get the first turret gold, even though that was a fat amount of gold that you get for that, obviously. So right now they have the team lead thanks to that, the gold lead thanks to that first turret gold. And as you guys can see, my score, I'm 4-1, 85 CS at about 15 minutes. So again, like I said, my CS wasn't nowhere near where I wanted it to be. But again, I didn't take my AD runes, and nor did I take my AD masteries. So I'm trying to make the best of the situation. Fortunately, I was able to do something like that. So right now, my team is trying to set up for Dragon right now. So I want to shove this wave as quickly as possible and try to get this turret. I see my team is coming to collapse on top of them. So the Shin is en route to come down bot for the Dragon, as I stated before. So before we get there, I wanted to try to get the Xayah and Soraka, but they didn't allow me to pursue. So I just turned around and pinged for the Dragon. So I drop a pink ward over there. I see that they had put a ward in there. So we clear out the ward. And then I call for the jungler to come with a dragon. And he was helping out mid lane. So I started heading over there towards mid lane to try to assist with the fight. The Akali was easily able to face roll Lucian because he only has armor right now. He doesn't have any AP resistance. So I killed the Vayne, but the Akali was just too damn strong. She like easily just one-shots me. There wasn't really too much I could do right there. I didn't have any vision for her. I already dropped my pink ward in the dragon pit. So I didn't have any vision of her whatsoever. The Clegg comes down there to prevent them from being able to take bot turret, which was pretty clutch on his part, because that keeps the Zaire from being able to catch up anyway. And the reason why we're so focused on trying to make sure that the Zaire doesn't get anything is because that's essentially like a useless piece for their team. So from our perspective, right, if a teammate on their team is useless and they can't be used in any way, shape, or form, then that person essentially becomes an additional teammate for the enemy team, if that makes sense. So it'd be 6v, it'd be like 6v4. So as you guys can see, we are trying to fight over the dragon right now. I see that the Vayne started fighting against the Lux, so I'm able to pick her up, but the Clegg takes both of those kills. Now, I remember being originally mad about that, but the Clegg becomes really big towards the mid and late game that it all was forgiven. I didn't really take too much offense to him taking those kills right there. But they do end up managing to take our mid turret. I didn't want to run directly into the Akali, so I wanted to make sure that before I do anything, my my tank was the one that engaged with her. I knew they was gonna come and take top though, and I was pinging for my Shen to come up there to assist us with defending the turret. I saw that the Darius tries to dive my Janna. So I'm able to kill him right here by dashing one more time. But the Akali just face roll and kills me without too much effort at all. Yeah. So the Akali, who was once 0-1 and behind in CS, ended up becoming ahead in CS and has 4 kills to Lux's 3. So, I mean, if that's not a testimony to how dumb the champion is, I don't know what is. She gets shut down right there with the Clegg. Like I said before, he becomes a really big problem for them because he builds tanky, but he deals a bus load of damage, and on top of that, he's a really big problem to deal with. The enemy Vayne was able to pick up the Rift Herald right before the Baron had spawned, so that was a pretty good pickup for them. But the Lux and the Shen is able to kill the Vayne after overstaying to try to kill the Scuttle Crab. I don't know why she valued the Scuttle Crab over her life, but hey, you know, whatever. The bot lane Quinn right now, she's absolutely worthless. I mean, I try to focus her right here, and so I get pinned down with the shit with her ultimate, but we're able to kill the Soraka. The Queen get away, but we were able to get the Soraka at least, who biasly is worth more gold. But I get the Queen too here, thanks to the Janna diving them. So I'm 8-3, and I have 2 complete items. I have a Vision Ward and my refillable potion, so I'm pretty big right now. I have 112 CS. I'm level 10 at like 20 minutes. Now, the problem here is that the Akali was still big as fuck, and you guys are going to see that in a second. So we got the Vayne, but she's like, when she gets on us, now look how much I kited her right here. So we got the tornado, we got the brush, we got everything, and then she just kills me. I don't know what happened there, but honestly, I felt like I had an honest chance of being able to kill her, but she just face rolled me and I died. Like, I don't comprehend how I got outplayed there, how I got, you know, how I underestimated my opponent. I kept my distance, I made sure I did everything right, but apparently that doesn't really matter in that type of situation when a champion can just face roll you. So Declared is picking up the fight on the Akali, and I believe they pick up the kill here. Yeah, so the Shin picks up the kill there with his second one there. The first one being against Vayne, so he's actually doing a pretty decent job at staying up. Because his CS isn't that great, but then when he's not in lane isn't the best CSer. So that's just unfortunately the nature of that situation. So we see a team fight brewing. I'm able to pick up the Vayne, and then I get the Soraka. The Soraka tried to flash away, but she accidentally flashed into us. It was an unfortunate situation, but hey, you know, that stuff happens. Even pros make mistakes like that. So we're easily able to pick up middle turret. Thanks to the Shin diving, I take out the turret, and we also get the kill on the Darius. So now the Clad, who was 0-4, is 7-5. So he's only died one time and has progressively gained a total of 7 kills. Now, at this point, the Quinn has completely just started inking because she's just super fucking tilted. Like, she was tilted that we have like gave her the boot in lane, but now she's just completely tilted. I'm 11-4. I have another BF blade, and my team is just pushing in the turrets. So I killed the Akali right here. I tried to get the Soraka right here. We do that, and I try to push in the turrets right here, but my team just retires for some reason. So I push him in. The Janna accidentally pushes the Darius away, which didn't help us out right there. Now, right here was a bad call on my part. I overstay because I see how much pressure we were able to apply, and then we just instantly just murdered the Vayne right here. So I'm like, yeah, you know, it's not gonna be a problem at all. And then the Queen is just fucking retarded right now, so it doesn't even matter. So we kill the Darius, boom, he dies. But here's the problem. Akali is coming, and once she gets there, she instantly face rolls all 3 of us. Boom, I die. Then the Lux dies, and then the Janna dies. So obviously that was a bad call on my part. I should have left after we got the Darius, but I tried to overstay. I really wanted to try to end the game right there, so that's the reason why I did that. But with Akali being as big as she is, she's 11-4 now, which is pretty much what my score was like 2 seconds ago before we had overstayed. So it was, you see what I'm saying? Like, when I overstayed, I was able to get the kills on the Darius, get the kills on the Zaya, and the kill on the Vayne. But the Akali was also able to kill the 3 of us. So it's like, do we make her bigger and then she runs the risk of just face rolling my entire team? Or do we try to push the game and end it? Because the Clad is big as hell. He's 8-6 now, and he has a bunch of CS. Like, he's only a couple CS behind me. Obviously he's doing really well for himself. We pick up the Cloud Drake right here, and I think I go towards bot to go push it in. The Clad does die here, but only after he had got another kill, so he's still keeping a good lead over the situation, and he's building damage, but he's still really bulky, so it's kind of hard to deal with. They easily pick up the kill on the Zyra. At this point, she just doesn't care anymore. She's 0-6, and she's legit inking. So we take the bot turret without too much difficulty at all. I don't even know what the enemy team is thinking at this point in terms of the Zyra. I just know that the Akali is really concerned about trying to face roll me and the Lux. So we easily take bot turret right here. And now I'm really scared of the Akali. So I try to avoid her at all costs, but she just jumps on me and she's able to dive. I flash away to try to keep a good amount of distance. And I dropped the pink ward, so just in case she drops it right next to me. I tried to kite her, but she just kept jumping on top of me. So I wasn't able to do much. She dies here, but still at the same time, you know, I just wasn't able to do anything. But fortunately, the Lux is big enough to be able to pick up this triple kill. So even though I wasn't able to necessarily carry, she was able to do the work that I wasn't able to do right there. So we easily take this inhibitor right here. So we took the middle inhibitor, and now we're taking the bot inhibitor. And Kled is working on top lane after killing the Vayne in a 1v1. So I don't know why, but he chose to fight the Grump instead of pushing in the wave right away. So I just got back from the base side. I'm working on my Blade of the Rune King. And you know, we're just continuously trying to siege right now. I eventually tell them that we should probably think about getting some pressure around Baron so we can try to set up for that. But our team is very preoccupied with trying to push and end the game. So with that being in mind, I just run towards the bot side to grab her the Vayne's red buff to see if it's there, and it was, fortunately. So I take that. And the Akali is just now getting really big, and so I don't want to head into that, so I just end up farming out the jungle. So my support is pinging me, telling me, hey, don't walk anywhere near the Akali. I had no intentions of doing anything of the sort. I was just warding to make sure that we have some vision around the place, but concerned for my life, he head towards my way to try to help me out, and I think it was a good idea because the Akali was right there. But again, I wasn't coming in the way where she can just kill me. So we killed this Soraka right here, and the Shen picks up the kill. So there's 4v3. So we had lost a couple people at the pit when they were putting some pressure around Baron. Now, I didn't know that the Akali was here in the brush, so when I see the Vayne, the Akali comes for me, and she instantly murders me. So they kind of put it in a situation where it was a bait, obviously, and I didn't know. I mean, I didn't have any vision right there. That blue vision ward is their vision, so I didn't see it, obviously, and I believe they pick up Baron here. The Akali is pinging for them to pick up the Baron. But no one is available to help them get it, so they have to leave. Now, they could have tried it when the Darius got there, and that would have gave them a good chance to try to come back, but they didn't. But they didn't in order to protect their turrets for their Nexus. So right now, the game is dragging out a little bit longer than what I really wanted it to. My whole goal was to try to end the game before Akali got really big, because a big Akali is a big problem for ADs because she's going to die for me a lot, and I don't want to deal with that at all. So my whole game plan from this point on was just basically make sure I stay at an arm's length of the Akali, meaning whenever she gets anywhere close to me, I'm nowhere near her. So they're starting to fight for Baron. I pick up the kill on the Akali right here because she's busy fighting against everybody else. And then I killed the Soraka. No, the Kled kills the Soraka, who is now 12-8, who went from 0-4. This is why you don't flame your teammates, people. But the Vayne does easily pick up the Baron kill because Shen forgot to smite. Like, he legit forgot to smite. I don't know why he forgot or how he forgot, but he didn't smite it. So they got the Baron buff. It was only the Darius and the Zyra though. I head towards the bot side and tried to take this Nexus, but I didn't really want to fight against the Darius. I wasn't exactly sure how strong he was or not, so I didn't even want to attempt to fight him. I'm pretty sure I probably could have won the 1v1 in that situation, but obviously I know I can kill the Zyra. So I easily take that person out and end up pushing in the bot lane wave. Because I was like, well, I fight somebody that could potentially kill me, right? Or I can fight somebody that I know for a fact I can blow up. So I took the person that I know for a fact I could blow up, even though the person isn't worth any gold. It's the team pressure in that situation. But our Akali picks up another kill on our Shen again because he still doesn't have any magic resistance. So obviously he gets blown up by the Akali. I'm able to pick up the dragon here again, so that's going to give us like a 16%. 16? No, not 16. I think it's 16. Yeah. What is 2 Inferno Drakes? Anywho, it's 2 Inferno Drakes. I know you only need 3 to get to 24%. So I'm pretty sure that we were at a really big power spike right now. I'm at 332 AD, even though I took my AP masteries and stuff like that. So I'm doing pretty well. Now, as you guys can see, I'm using my usual build that I do with my Lucian, which is the Essence Reaver into the Phantom Dancer, into the into the Infinity Edge, into Bork, into the Guardian Angel, and then for the last item, it depends on the situation. If I need to, I get Lord Doms. If I need to, I get another attack speed item. It just depends on the last situation type of thing. The reason why I don't get boots on my Lucian, in case you guys ever was watching my videos and always wondering like, hey, why don't you ever get boots? Like, it would make a lot of sense for you to get boots. Lucian has a lot of mobility in his kit, so it's kind of, I guess, in the lower divisions, it's kind of unnecessary to get boots. And the reason why I say that is because a lot of times everything that I need to do, I can do without the boots because I have the mobility to be able to do it. If I get to 30% CDR with 2 items, and then you know how to kite, which I'm pretty good at kiting with Lucian. You know, I can easily make sure that I can accomplish the goals that I would have had with boots. Plus, your Phantom Dancer does give you movement speed. Now, the Akali and the Darius tries to dive me here, but she wasn't able to successfully, and she gets killed right here. I killed the Zyra, and they killed the Kled picks up the double kill, and I picked up the triple kill. I tried to get the pentakill there, but wasn't anything like that happening at all. So as you guys can see, we're about to take this inhibitor, and then once we take this inhibitor, we're going to push the Nexus in to win the game. So if you guys have enjoyed this video, please hit the like button, and if you really enjoy the content on this channel, then please subscribe. But this is Zuki M1, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace.